Hi, it's Pastor Paul L. Anderson here at the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, where we believe God's blessings never stop flowing. It is Satisfaction Saturday. We thank God for how He has blessed us and brought us through the week. Now we're at the end of the week. Let's think about all that has happened. Let's remember to keep everybody lifted up in prayer, and let's make sure that we do our ample best to serve this present age. Today in Black history, on February 19th, 1942, the Army Air Corps of All-American Squadron, the 100 Pursuit Squadron, later was designated as a fire squadron. They were activated at Tuskegee Institute. The squadron served honorably in England and the region of Europe during World War II. Many of us know them as the Tuskegee Airmen. It was in January of 1941 that the War Department formed this all-black 99 Pursuit Squadron. The reason being was because African-American pilots were not allowed the opportunity to be with Caucasian pilots. The National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, the NAACP, and the black press started lobbying the government that they have to do something, that they must help all of our pilots and to make sure that black pilots were recognized. During this segregation and during this discrimination era, it was then that the Tuskegee Airmen proved that they were the men to do the job. And they were under the leadership of the late Lieutenant Colonel Benjamin O. Davis, who was one of those great military leaders. I had the opportunity many years ago to have one in a congregation that I serve, Mr. Julius Caesar Lovett, who also served as a part of the ground crew, and he knew Ben O. Davis and the rest of those. Thank you, Tuskegee Airmen, for how you came and saved the day. Today, look with me at Psalm 37, a very powerful psalm, a psalm of David, a psalm that you and I have to listen to today that reminds us in the world in which we live, where we see there's wars and rumors of wars, we have to remind ourselves, don't worry. Psalm 37 tells us, don't worry about the wicked and those who do wrong, because they are like grass. They will soon fade away. It reminds all of us, just like spring flowers, they will soon wither. Things come and things go, and nothing will last forever. But the psalmist reminds us that we must put our trust in the Lord and to do good. It is oftentimes in the world in which we live, we think it is necessary for us to always retaliate. But the text reminds us, let's trust in the Lord and do good. And then we will safely be in the land, and the Lord will allow us to prosper. In the world in which we live, we must remind ourselves that God will bring every work into judgment, whether it be good or whether it be bad. God will bring every work into judgment. He tells us in this passage that we should take delight in the Lord, and He will give us our heart's desires. We must always remind ourselves it is more important for us to delight ourselves in the Lord and what He has for us than to try to retaliate against people. He tells us if we commit our way unto Him and to trust Him, then He will do something. He will allow our heart's desires to be similar to His desires. And then our desires, finding themselves meshed together with God's desires, we can't help but do the right thing. It is important for us in the world in which we live to know the text reminds us in moments that we feel like we're anxious, in moments we feel like we don't know what to do, He says to be still in the presence of the Lord and wait patiently for the Lord, and don't worry about evil people even when they appear to prosper. Well, this whole concept of prosperity is only temporary. We have to remind ourselves, don't be angry. We have to not allow those things that we feel we should be blessed with to get in our way, that we forget it is important for us to serve God. And as we serve God, God will open new doors, new avenues, new opportunities for us to see that He is doing something greater than we can see with our eyes. Oftentimes, we must remind ourselves that God is working behind the scene, and He's working where the very simple eye cannot see. And then one day it shall all be revealed. The text reminds us, for the wicked will be destroyed, and they will find themselves turning to dust. But we who put our trust in the Lord, we will find that the wicked will disappear, and the Lord will take care of His children. Today, I want to remind you, on this Satisfaction Saturday, Be satisfied in knowing that God will take care of every foe that is his, and God will allow us to live in the land where he has in store for us. And he will let our hearts delight in knowing that God is the one who will repay. Because the Bible reminds us, vengeance is the Lord, and the Lord shall repay. May God bless you, heaven smile upon you, and remember this year of 2022, God has a blessing in store for you. I'll see you tomorrow in worship.
To sow a seed to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, visit our newly redesigned website, thefountainofraleigh.org, and select Sow a Seed from the homepage. Also, giving has been made easier with the new Fountain of Raleigh app, available now in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. Download today, select Giving from the main menu, and then follow the directions to complete your giving through Subsplash.
Thank you so very much for all of your gifts and donations that you've given to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship. We thank you for what you've done in the past, what you're currently doing, and what you will do in the future. Your gifts and donations helps us to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ, not only locally, but throughout the world. Thank you again for your gifts, and may God continue to richly bless you. It is here at the Fountain that we believe that we are exceedingly and abundantly blessed, and may you receive those blessings that God has in store for you.